This is the Mi A3, one of Xiaomi's more controversial launches this year. Now I've got it with me, but due to a mix-up, I don't have the box, but I do happen to have the box contents. So let's start with taking a look at that and then focus on the Mi A3, what Xiaomi's done with it, and try to see why it kind of feels like a step backwards. And I'll also be showing you guys comparative camera shots with both the Redmi Note 7 Pro and the Xiaomi Mi A2 to show you how the camera here stacks up. And oh yeah, let's also give this one away. So stay tuned till the end of the video for more details on the giveaway. Hey guys, Ash here from C4Retech, and if you do end up liking what you see, please don't forget to turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. So these are the box contents. The first box here contains a SIM ejector tool, the warranty card and user guide, you know, the regular literature. Then we have a soft case, standard Xiaomi stuff. Following that, we find a 10-watt charger and a USB Type-C cable. Now finally, that's the Mi A3 itself. Let's peel that plastic off the front. This here is a 6-inch display. To the back, the shimmer, it looks cool. There's a triple camera setup, and removing the protective plastic, the back's got a smoky look going for it. Kinda nice to see brands try different designs. As far as placements go, the A3 has a couple of surprises compared to the A2. To the right, it's pretty standard. We have the power and volume keys. But up top, the headphone jack returns. We also find an IR blaster and a secondary mic here. To the left, here's the next surprise. MicroSD support also returns in the form of a hybrid slot. The primary microphone and speakers sandwich the USB Type-C port at the bottom. Now do note that just like with the Redmi Notes, though the front and back are made out of glass, the sides are still plastic. That said, the Mi A3 feels surprisingly good in hand. The 8.5mm thickness, the 174g weight, it makes this phone feel like it can be used single-handed. One of the reasons for that is that the display is only 6 inches, it's 19.5 by 9, that's the aspect ratio, the bezels are kept trim. This ensures that the phone feels compact. The most disappointing thing about the A3 would probably be the fact that this display, it's got a HD plus resolution. It's not a bad display, but the A3 having a lower resolution than a Redmi Note 7 or even a Mi A1, now that's a surprising step backwards. That said, they have upgraded the quality of the display itself. This is an AMOLED panel, it's got a tiny notch up top, and it comes with Gorilla Glass 5 for protection. The colors seem quite accurate. Xiaomi says this display covers 102.7% of the NTSC color gamut. It also feels bright and vibrant. And given it's an AMOLED panel, Xiaomi's also been able to include a under-the-display fingerprint scanner, and that was fast and accurate. Now moving on to the specs, the A3 is powered by the Snapdragon 665 chip. It's got 4 gigs of RAM to go along with 64 or 128 gigs of UFS 2.1 storage. Now there are two ways of looking at these specs. If you see it as an upgrade from the Mi A2, then the 660 to 665, it's kind of a step forward. CPU-wise, it's clocked 10% lower than the 660, the same cores, but GPU-wise, it gets the Adreno 610 instead of the 512, so it is a step forward. Now, I have mixed feelings looking at it this way, but there is also another way to look at it. The Mi A1, it came with the same chip as the top Redmi Note at that time, the Note 5. Both had Snapdragon 625. The Mi A2, it came with a better chip than the top Redmi Note at that time, the Note 6 Pro. Well, the Note 6 Pro had Snapdragon 636, the A2 had a full-fledged 660. But the top Redmi Note today, it has the Snapdragon 675. The starter Redmi Note, that has a 660 and a Full HD Plus display. This time, the Mi A3, it comes with the 665 and an HD Plus panel, which kind of puts it lower than or on equal footing with the Redmi Note 7, which is why it looks like a step backwards. Now that said, for the first time the A series gets a good high capacity battery, 4000 mAh. That coupled with the low-res display should mean the battery life should be good. As far as the software goes, it's an A series phone, so Android One, we've got stock Android here, stock Android Pie. There is no bloat, no ads. The A3 feels really snappy, very responsive. From a user interface standpoint, this phone indeed feels like an upgrade. Just looking at stock Android on this punchy AMOLED panel and that speed and responsiveness, it makes the A3 feel like a phone I want to use. It actually looks good, it feels good. Good stuff. Now the camera app, that's still all Xiaomi. We get the AI option, night mode, video support for up to 4K at 30 FPS, all what we've seen in the past. Now from a hardware perspective, there are three cameras to the back. The primary is a 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 that's paired with a f1.79 lens. It sounds like the same setup from the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and going by the side-by-sides, it does indeed appear to be similar. The AI is a little aggressive here on the A3, but quality-wise, it's about the same as the Note 7 Pro. One thing worth noting is that the A3 seems to have issues focusing on close-ups, like the minimal focal distance seems to be further away. It was the same when compared to the A2 as well. That said, these shots should show you how much of an improvement the A3 is with regards to optics compared to the A2. The A3 also happens to have two other sensors. An 8 megapixel sensor with a f2.2 ultra-wide. Now that's the second one. It seems to do a fair job. And finally, the third camera, it's a 2 megapixel depth sensor. So you can shoot portraits like this. The edge reduction looks fine. Now coming to selfies, there's a 32 megapixel selfie camera with pixel binning. So under low light, 4 pixels combine into one. So more light is let in. The selfies here turned out alright. So overall, the A3 seems to be a step forward from the A2 in all regards except the display resolution. But it's fallen behind the Redmi Note 7 Pro in some ways. And given the launch price in Europe for the A2 and the A3 have been the same, I'd expect this to come to India at 15 or 16,000 rupees. And at that price, the Note 7 Pro looks much better this time than the Note 6 Pro did compared to the A2. Feels like Xiaomi wants to push more people towards their MIUI phones instead of Android One. What do you think? Do you feel there are enough upgrades here, or are you bummed out by the resolution? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So I guess that's it for this quick hands-on, and now it is time for the giveaway. So this giveaway will run for 4 weeks from today to the 22nd of August, and after that the winner will be announced on Twitter within 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, that's that. Alternatively, you can also use the same link that you used to enter to check out the results. Now, how do you enter? It's pretty simple. You just need to be subscribed to C4E Tech. That's all. Use the green link in the description below. Make sure you're subscribed to C4E Tech, and that's an entry. To improve your chances, you can go ahead follow me on social media, but that's entirely optional. So that's it guys, good luck with the giveaway. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more giveaways like this. Also subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.